fa, mi, re. Ah, chromatic melody, so full of interesting color. This week we're going to be practicing chromatic passages in music. A chromatic melody is any group of notes that includes a half step that is not part of the scale. In fact, pretty much all the notes we've learned so far this year are usually used in chromatic passages in one way or another. That's the meaning of these weird notes. Something interesting about chromatic notes is that they work best when they're moving forward towards the next note. So if we're going up the scale, we're going to be sharping notes to go up. And when we're coming down the scale, we're usually going to use the flat versions of notes to come down. Let's sing the chromatic scale going up using the sharp syllables and coming down using the flat syllables together. Ready, go. Do, di, re, re, mi, ba, fi, so, si, la, li, di, do. And going down on the flat side. Do, ti, ti, la, le, so, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. So composers often use these chromatic notes to lead into scale notes, the same way that ti leads to do or fa leads to mi, because those are the natural half steps that are part of the scale. So for example, in the melody from West Side Story, Maria, we hear the sounds loo, loo, loo. I hear loo, loo, do, so. So I just think to myself, loo, loo, loo. What leads into so? So I would write, in this case we're in the key of D, 2 sharps. Do, here's so. So what leads into so? The note below so, fa sharp. Do, fi, so. Notice that we would not write D, A flat, A natural, because so flat doesn't really lead to so, and also because it's a lot more work to have to write the flat sign than write the natural sign right after it. So that's why composers lead from one scale level into the next scale level. Listen to the patterns I'm going to play for you and sing for you. Then pause the video, write the key signature if necessary, and finally write the notes. When you unpause the video, you will see me write the answer. The first one we have today is in C major. Here's a C chord, but it starts on the note T. I'll sing it for you, then pause. Loo, 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 loo. Pause the video, and here's the answer. T, do, D, do sharp leads to re. Ti, do, di, re. Here's your next one. Loo, 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 loo. Pause and write. And here's your answer. Mi, me, re, do. So notice that mi flat is leading to re. Mi, me, re, do. Your next one is in the key of E major. Listen. Pause and write. And here's your answer. First of all, E major, you'll need to write 4 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. And then our answer is Do, Ti, Te, 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 La, Le, So. So this is a little tricky because we are in the key of E major. D is normally sharp. So we do not need to put a sharp next to the D because it's already in the key signature. So we get E, D sharp, D natural, D, D, C sharp, C natural, B. Your next example is in the key of A minor. Might sound familiar to you. Pause and write. And here's your answer. We're in the key of A minor, so there's no sharps or flats. And the answer is Mi, Re, Mi, Re, Mi, Re, Mi, Te, Re, Do, La. This is a tricky one, isn't it? Mi, Re, Mi, Re, Mi, Te, Re, Do, La. Notice that if Beethoven had written Mi, Me, he would then have to go back and write a natural Mi, and then a flat Mi, and then a natural Mi. It would have just been a disaster. He probably would have given up before he even got halfway through. Here's your next example. In C major, this is a well-known rag. It goes like this. Let me sing that for you again. Loo, 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 loo. Pause and write. And here's your answer. Do, Di, Re, Re, Mi. Since we're going up, we're using sharps. Do, Di, Re, Re, Mi. The next one continues that same song. It goes like this. Loo, 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 loo. Pause and write. Here's your answer. Mi, fa, fi, so. Actually, since this is the end note and it ends on a chromatic note, you could write it as La flat or So sharp. That would be entirely up to you. It's not leading to anything. But I wrote it this way. Mi, fa, fi, so, la. Another very famous rag you may have heard of It goes like this. I'll sing it for you. That's tricky to sing. All right, would you go ahead and pause and write? And here's your answer. Again, we are in C major, starting on Re. And it goes like this. Re, Re, Mi, Do, Mi, Do, Mi, Do. This famous song is called The Entertainer. The answer is Re, Re, Mi, Do, Mi, Do, Mi, Do. Those big sixths in there are hard to sing. And now their last example finishes out the Entertainer melody. It goes like this. Sing it with me one more time. I'll give you a hint. There's only one chromatic note in there. Listen for it, pause and write. And here's your answer. Whoops. Do, re, re, mi, do, re, mi, ti, re, do. Do, re, re, mi, do, re, mi, ti, re, do. I know these are really challenging. Give it as much practice as you need, and we'll see you next week.